waxaan ku bilaabaynaa madaxweyne xasan sheekh maxamuud oo mudane cabdikariin xuseen guuleed iyo maxamed cabdi waare u kala magacaabay inay noqdaan ergo heer qaran oo qaabilsan arrimaha Somaliland iyo dhinaca xasilinta. sidoo kale madaxweynaha uu warqadii aqoonsiga ka gudoomay danjirayaal cusub oo loo soo magacaabay Soomaaliya kuwaas oo kala danjirayaasha dalalka Djibouti, Canada iyo Cuba. رئيس الوزراء حمزة عبد برre رئيس الوزراء حكومة الفدرالية الصومالية isna waxa uu ka qayb galay munaasabad ku bogaadiyay howlgalka midowga Afrika ee ATMIS xilli ATMIS ay xusayso sanad guureedii koowaad tan markii la dhisay. sababtoo ATMIS waxay la wareegtay howlgalkii hore AMISOM marka waa sanad tan iyo markii la asaasay. sidoo kale ra'iisul wasaaraha waxa uu gudoomiyay toddobaadkan shir looga hadlayay bilaabidda wajiga labaad ee dagaalka dhanka khawaarijta iyo xoreynta dalka. sidoo kale wasaaradda gaashaandhigga waxay si rasmi ahaan ugu dhawaaqday in dagaalka looga soo horjeedo khawaarijta Alshabaab uu dhawaan bilaabanayo kaas oo qayb ay ka noqonayaan dalalka deriska oo taageeraya dowladda Soomaaliya. golaha wasiirada ayaa sidoo kale isla toddobaadkii inta lagu guda jiray waxa ay ansixiyeen nidaam ama sharci hagaya gaadiidka mootobajaajta ee magaalada Muqdisho ka howlgala. hay-adda maareynta masiibooyinka qaranka ee Sodma waxay gargaar aadnimo gaarsiisay deegaanada Baardheere, Xudur, Masagawa iyo barakacayaasha ku nool gobolka Banaadir. xafiiska xeraalyaha guud ee qaranka waxaa loo soo gudbiyay kiisas la xiriira lacag dhaqidda iyo maalgelinta argagixisada. dowladda Soomaaliya waxay kala toddobaadkan ku dhawaaqday in guud ahaan la curyaamiyay hanaankii maaliyadeed ee khawaarijta Alshabaab. waxaa kaloo jiray in ay jireen xubno ka tirsan shabaab kuwaas oo isku soo dhiibay ciidamada qaranka. waxaa ka mid ah Cabdi Xasan Xulbaale oo ka mid ah horjoogayaasha Alshabaab oo iska soo dhiibay gobolka Shabeellaha Hoose toosna isugu dhiibay ciidanka qaranka ee xoogga dalka Soomaaliyeed. sidoo kale galmudug waxaa jira laba xubnood oo khawaarijta ka tirsan Bishaar Shardi Maxamed Xasey iyo Yusuf Suleymaan Abuukar Jiro Salaaxudiin loo yaqaano oo iyaguna isku soo dhiibay ciidanka daraawiishta galmudug. sidoo kale horjooge Xuseen Daahir Maalin dhigay oo khawaarijta Alshabaab u qaabilsanaa weerarada shacabka lagu beegsanayo ayaa isku soo dhiibay ciidanka xoogga dalka ee ku sugan degmada Eeldheer ee gobolka degmada dowlad goboleedka galmudug. sidoo kale horjooge la yiraahdo Calas Ibraahim Axmed Barre ayaa lagu soo qabtay howlgal halkaas ay ka fuliyeen ciidanka xoogga dalka Soomaaliyeed. waxaa kaloo ciidamada xoogga dalka ay howlgal ka fuliyeen tuulada la yiraahdo Makuude oo ku taala duleedka Baydhabo halkaas ay ku dileen 14 ka mid ah xubnaha khawaarijta. wasaaradda arrimaha gudaha ee dowladda federaalka waxay bilowday siina wadaa inay gargaar cunto u fidiso dadka ku nool deegaanada laga xoreeyay Alshabaab iyadoo la fulinayo halkudhigga nabad ku afur. iyo ugu dambeyn guddiga tartanka adeega xajka sanadka 2023 oo soo saaray liiska 75 shirkadood oo ku guuleystay bixinta adeega xajka ee sanadkan. markana versionka Englishka aan raacinayna. This is the weekly briefing of the federal government of Somalia issued by the Minister of Information. President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud appointed Mr. Abdikarim Hussein Gulet and Mr. Mohamed Abdiware to be national envoys for Somaliland affairs and stabilization. President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud also received diplomatic credentials from the ambassadors of Djibouti, Canada, and Cuba. The Prime Minister of the FGS, Hamza Abdi Barre, chaired a meeting to discuss the second phase of the war against the Kharijist Al-Shabaab and the liberation of the country. Also, the Prime Minister has praised the African Union mission ATMIS as ATMIS celebrates its first anniversary since its establishment. Minister of Defense says the second phase of the war against Kharijist Al-Shabaab will begin soon as neighboring countries expected to join to support the government of Somalia.
Ramadan Mubarak. I wish to start by thanking most sincerely the people of Mogadishu and the Somali security forces for their support on Monday when our convoy was attacked by an improvised explosive device here in Mogadishu. The response from the public and the Somali police force was so overwhelming. This indicates the cordial relationship between ATMIS and the people of Somalia. I wish to commend the Somali National Army on its continued successes on the battle against the terrorist group Al-Shabaab. As I speak, the terrorist group has lost and continue to lose its key areas in south-central Somalia. This, in turn, is liberating the population from the oppressive leadership of the anti-peace elements. And as it has been highlighted by the minister, that the second phase will start very soon. And I would like to assure the minister and the public and the media that ATMIS will be there to support the SNA whenever it is required and wherever it is required. On behalf of ATMIS, I wish to reaffirm our commitment to continue supporting the Somali National Army in this noble military offensive. The success of Somali security forces against Al-Shabaab terrorists is a testimony of increasing capability of the national forces to take over responsibilities once ATMIS leaves on 31st December 2024, and this exit should be well coordinated with all stakeholders. I wish to commend the federal government of Somalia for its effort in force generation and providing the leadership that is enabling the Somali security forces to achieve tremendous gains. On this note, allow me to welcome the President's appointment of two key special envoys, one on stabilization and civilian protection, and the other on Somaliland. The first appointment is very important as many areas get liberated from the terror group, while the other is important as the country works hard to ensure national unity, national reconciliation, and social cohesion. Excellency, recently I had the opportunity to address the Security Council on Somalia, and I highlighted that at this critical time, the partners, international partners, including the United Nations, should give more support to the SNA. You know that 13,900 were allowed by the UN and are getting support from the UN. So then, as Somali is increasing the number of the troops, we urge that the international partners should take into consideration that aspect and give more support to the SNA. In the same line, in my statement, I insisted on the necessity of lifting the embargo and sanction on weapons and ammunition against Somalia. I know that many things have been done and happened in this country, and 2 weeks ago we participated in one of the workshops organized by the National Security Advisor and his team, and all international partners realized that many things have been done and it is time to lift that embargo and embargo on weapons and ammunition. And this will allow the Somali forces to work closely with the international partner and take over from ATMIS when it comes to leave and exit this country. It's now 1 year since ATMIS was born on 1st April 2022, replacing AMISOM. During this 1 year period of transition, the mission has registered a number of achievements in line with the UN Security Council 2628 and 2670, as well as the Somali Transition Plan. Some of the achievements include supporting the Somali security forces in joint military operation against the Al-Shabaab terrorist group. The mission has continued to hold key population centers, thereby allowing people to go about their normal livelihoods. ATMIS has also secured main supply routes, allowing the people and the goods to move between different locations. During this period, ATMIS has also provided escort to humanitarian organizations to reach vulnerable populations with much needed relief items. ATMIS has supported the capacity building program of the Somali security forces. The achievements by both ATMIS on one hand and the Somali National Army on the other hand gives us hope that come 31st December 2024 will allow the African Union mission to leave the country with great confidence that the Somali security forces will maintain and even improve the peace and the security of this great nation. I would like to salute and commend the initiative that has been taken by Somali leadership to involve the frontline states at this critical time to play an important role to degrade Alshabaab and reinforce peace and security in this lovely country. Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to thank most sincerely the efforts of the leaders of this country towards dialogue and reconciliation. Specifically, I wish to commend the holding of the National Consultative Conference led by His Excellency President Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud. And I also commend the holding of the reconciliation conferences in Baidoa. These are great signs of political wisdom and the ability Somali leaders to resolve differences through dialogue. As we are addressing the media, I would like to assure you that we do it internally, but recently when I was in Addis Ababa to attend the African Union Summit, I had the opportunity to be interviewed by several international media, including Algeria media, Egypt media, Morocco media, the Pan-Arab channels, Russia Today, and Chaîne Africaine d'Information. So everybody is much interested to know what is going on in Somalia, and that was a good opportunity to highlight the big achievement since the arrival of President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud in this country. It was a good opportunity to talk about, to give a story about the people of Somalia, but also the big achievement and how there is a lot of progress in terms of peace, security in this country. Also to promote the country by asking them to advise investors to come to Somalia and invest, because I think the environment is propice. Once again, thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Shirkadda Somnet Telecom waxay ku haysaa 4G internet xawaare sare leh iyo xirmooyin qiimo jaban. Somnet Telecom waa isgaarsiinta jiilka cusub. Shirkadda Beko waa shirkadda ugu weyn ee bixisa adeegga korontada Soomaaliya. Beko waxa ay koronto siisaa inta badan koonfurta Soomaaliya sida Banaadir, Jubbaland, Hirshabeelle iyo Koonfur Galbeed. Beko waxa ay siisaa adeeg koronto oo dhammaystiran dhammaan 17 degme ee gobolka Banaadir iyo goobaha ugu waaweyn magaalada Muqdisho sida airportka Aadan Cadde, dekedda Muqdisho iyo dhammaan safaaradaha iyo hay'adaha caalamiga ah.